Can anyone tell me, have you tried this particular numerical from the morning if you have got the time, or else shall we start seeing the solution for this one? Okay, so I guess none of you are done, no problem. So you just see the solution, okay? The first thing you write it on all of you. Characteristic of a closed loop system is given by. So first thing is what the first thing what we need to do in this particular type of numerical is, so we need to find out what is the characteristic equation. Okay, so once we need to do this particular characteristic equation, no? So here what is the particular formula? It's saying that 1 plus g of s into h of s will be equal to 0. So this is the first thing. Okay, so what is the value of this particular g of s into h of s? We need to see. So once we see this particular g of s and h of s, they have given already in the numerical. What is that particular thing they have given? K into s plus 2 divided by s into s minus 1. So that particular thing we need to take it here. So once we replace this particular g of s and h of s value here, so that is equal to 0, we need to put. So now once after you putting this one, you just try to simplify the equation. So that means we're taking the LCM, and once you form the equation, the formation of equation will be like this. So it will come like s square plus k minus 1 into s plus 2k equal to 0. So can anyone tell me, did you get this particular answer, all of you? Can anyone tell me? Okay, so this particular thing is been there, s square plus k minus 1 into s plus 2k equal to 0. Anybody got this one, or anybody is doing this one? Okay, fine. So if you are not, if you are doing, I think so you will get this particular answer, s square plus k minus 1 into s plus 2k equal to 0. This is a very simple mathematics. Okay. So now comparing this particular equation, see, once they give the delta value here, okay, so we need to understand that there is a relationship between the omega n and delta. We need to find out. So comparing the above equations with the reference equation, okay, comparing the above equation with the reference characteristic equation, so we get the value like this. So 2 into delta omega n will be equal to k minus 1. So you know that 2 into delta omega n into s will be equal to what? K minus 1 into s, s get cancelled. So you will get like 2 into delta omega n will be equal to what? K minus 1. Similarly, omega n square at the end, the last thing, omega n square will become, omega n square will be equal to 2k. Omega n square equal to what? 2k you are going to get. So now they given the value. What is that value they have given? Delta equal to what? 0.707 value they have given. So once they give the 0.707 value, so we can replace this particular 0.707 in the equation. So you will get, okay, so omega n square equal to 2k. So in that case, what exactly happened? Omega n equal to what? Square root of 2k. So when the omega n equal to square root of 2k and delta value they have given, so what is the value you will get? You will get like 2 into 0.707 into square root of 2k will be equal to what? K minus 1. Clear? So this is the equation you will get. So now if you simplify the equation further, okay, so now we will get like this, k square minus 6k plus 1 equal to 0. K square minus 6k plus 1 equal to what? 0 you are going to get. Okay, so this is what exactly we are going to get. So now what they asked in the first thing is what? Find the value of k. That is what the given. So now the two numericals are being clubbed together. So two numericals, like in the third module we have studied about time domain specifications and second order system. So that particular second order system we have considered here also, and we have found out what is the range of k, what is the value of k. So k square minus 6 square plus 1 equal to is a polynomial, second degree polynomial. For this particular thing we are going to find out the k value by using the calculator also. So you will get the k value 5.83 and k equal to 0.17. Okay. So this is the thing you are going to get, all of you. So can anyone tell me up to this stage, having any doubt here? Did you do it, all of you? I'll give you 2 minutes of time. Please do it, all of you. So once you have taken this one, we can go further. So now what is the characteristic equation we got? So we got the characteristic equation as s square plus 2k into s, or s square plus k minus 1 into s plus 2k equal to 0. This is the characteristic equation what we got. So now if you want to build the RH array for this one, so you will get like this array. So s square will be in the top and s to the power of 1 will be in the bottom. 2 rows we are going to make it. So coefficients of s square is 1 and coefficient of the normal constant is 2k. So s to the power of 1 coefficient is k minus 1. So these two things you are going to get it. Is it clear? S square and s to the power of 1. So this is just a representation. Okay, this is not a calculation part. This is just a representation of the characteristic equation in terms of a RH array, roots or its array. So once after you getting this one, we need to go further in solving the s to the power of 0 coefficient. So you can directly write here. So k minus 1 into 2k minus 1 into 0 divided by k minus 1. So you will get the answer 2k. You will get the answer 2k. So once you get the value 2k, okay, so you can see that in order for the stability, okay, so all the first column should be positive. So here 1 is there, k minus 1 is there, 2k is there. So 1 means positive already, there is nothing to do with this constant value. So k minus 1 should be greater than 0. The first condition says that. So there is a condition for stability if you see. So here what I'm highlighting, you can able to see here condition for stability. K minus 1 should be greater than 0 and k should be greater than 1. So if I say that k minus 1 should be greater than 0, so that indicates what? K should be greater than 1. Okay, then only it is satisfied. So this is mathematics. So now our next condition is what? 2k. So here 2k is there, 2k should also be equal to or greater than 0. So 2k greater than 0, that indicates what? That implies what? K must be greater than 0. That implies what? K must be greater than 0. So this is what exactly the phenomenon now. Is it clear? So now, as I told you in the last numerical also, so when two values comes into picture, the two positive values are comes into picture, so we need to take the higher positive value. So in the last numerical 0 and 0.53 came. So I told you that you would take the k value greater than 0.53. Okay, so that the system will be stable forever. Similarly, here also k is greater than 0 and k is greater than 1. So here which one we have to choose? We have to choose the highest possible value, that is k must be greater than 1, then system is stable forever. So I can say that hence for stability k must be greater than 1. Hence for stability k must be greater than 1. So thus I can say that the value of k, keeping in mind that criteria for stability and delta equal to 0.707, we require k equal to 5.83. Why this particular 5.83 came? Because k value greater than 1 we are considered. So where k value came as 0.17 and 5.83. So which one is greater than 1? 5.83 is greater than 1. And which one is less than 1? K equal to 0.17 is less than 1. That is why we are choosing the value 5.83. So that means what here? Two numericals are clubbed together and they're asking the thing. Okay. So now the procedure is very simple. Whatever they ask, you just solve it, finding the characteristic equation, equating it to the reference equation, find the values. Okay. RH array. So if you are arriving at this particular stage, so it will lead. That means what? If you are traveling in a way, okay, 80% if you travel, and the 20% you will only find out where to go. Okay. So that is how. And if you think that how to start and way how to go and all, you will not get a way. So you have to start and you have to keep solving. You will definitely get the way out of it. Is that clear to you, all of you? So can anyone please reply me that have you taken this one? Otherwise I'll give some time for you to take down. Siddhanath, Manoj, Nivedita, Nisha.
Done.
Yeah. Anyone is there? Have you taken this numerical?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good.
1 minute, sir.
Yeah, please take it down. If you have any doubt, means please ask me. So once it is done, please let me know. So I can take it neatly. Please take it down, all of you. See, we should explore different types of numerical. That is what my concern is. Solving normal routine numericals is not that much of what you call for that understanding. So if you are solving multiple types of numericals, so then you will be in a very good track. That is what my concern is. Okay. Is that clear to you, all of you? So once you have taken this one, please let me know.
Finish, sir.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah, good. So we can go for the next this one. Okay, so now when k equal to 1, so what happens? We'll take this one. Please write this one. When k equal to 1, system is marginally stable. Okay, so the auxiliary equation is what? S square plus 2k when k equal to 1. So the s value will be plus or minus j root 2 we will get. So now here question will come, sir, when k equal to 1 only, why it is the system is marginally stable? Why? Because you see, what is the condition of stability? Condition for stability is what? K must be greater than 1. So if k equal to 1, what? Conditionally stable. If it is less than 1, the system is not stable. That is what exactly the meaning here. Okay, that is why we have to consider the thing. So when k equal to 1, okay, so what is that particular thing? When k equal to 1, the entire row will become 0. So now you replace the k equal to 1 in this particular second row. That is 1 minus 1 is 0. So that means what it indicates that entire row itself is 0. When the entire row equal to 0, in the difficulty 2 level, we have seen that above the null row, whatever the row is there, that particular row we have to consider as a auxiliary equation. So here we are going to take this particular, because when k equal to 1 we applied. So here yes, so k minus 1 is 1 minus 1 equal to 0, it will come. Once it comes 0, the entire, see, only one element in the row, so entire row will become 0. Once the entire row is becoming 0, for a condition of marginally stable condition, what we need to do, we need to consider the above step. So in that particular above step, s square is there, that is 1 into 1 and 2k is there. So you frame the auxiliary equation from this one. Okay. So once you frame the auxiliary equation, that is a of s. Okay, here I am showing in the bottom, a of s equal to what? S square plus 2k. Because one s madhya in the center, we are skipping this one. So s square plus 2k. Okay, so we are considering as auxiliary equation when k equal to 1. Okay, that is equal to 0, we will consider. So s square plus 2k equal to 0. So s equal to plus or minus. Okay, when you substitute to k equal to 1, when k equal to 1 means what? S square will be equal to what? Minus 2. When s square equal to minus 2, s equal to plus or minus j root 2. This is the value we are going to get. Is that clear to you? So please make a note of this particular thing, all of you. So if you have any doubt, please ask me. So after taking this one, we'll go for the next numerical. So I hope that you people have taken this one. So we'll go in for the next numerical. Write down all of you this particular question. A negative feedback system is represented by the equation f of s equal to s cube plus 10s square plus 29s plus k. S cube plus 10s square plus 29s plus k. Shift the vertical axis. Shift the vertical axis to the right 2 by s equal to s1 minus 2, s equal to s1 minus 2, and determine the value of gain k, so that the complex roots are s equal to minus j plus or minus 1j, so that the complex roots are minus 2 plus or minus 1j. So this is the question they have given. Okay, so far what are the types of questions you have seen is directly they will give you the characteristic equation, first thing. Second thing is what they will give you the characteristic equation, but you may face a difficulty level 1 or difficulty level 2. So you know how to solve that also. After that, what is the next thing we come? So they will give you the system. So from the system, you need to derive the characteristic equation and then you need to solve it. That is the next thing. After that, what you understood, in the system, some parameters will be unknown, and to get the stable system, what is that particular necessary condition to be satisfied? That also you have seen. Okay, and after that, the last numerical, the clubbing of the time domain specification, that is time domain specification, which you learnt in the model number 3, that is second order system, as well as the RH criteria, which is in this particular module. So that particular combination, how it the numerical can be clubbed, that also you have seen. Now we will see the next another type is what they're telling that we need to shift. Okay, we need to shift the vertical axis. Okay, right 2 by using S1 minus 2. So we just that it clearly they are given that S equal to S1 minus 2. So replace the value of S by S1 minus 2. So if you replace the value of S equal to S1 minus 2, you will get like this. Please write this answer, all of you. The transformed characteristic equation is given by S1 minus 2 whole cube plus 10 into S1 minus 2 whole square plus 29 into S1 minus 2 plus K equal to 0. So wherever S is there, replace S by S1 minus 2. So once you do it, so mathematically, so S1 minus 2 whole cube, what is the A minus B whole cube formula, you know. So expand that particular formula, okay, and then you write the remaining answer. Okay, so we can write the remaining answer like you will get, so after simplification, so this is just a mathematical, purely mathematical step with this one. So if you get the answer, you will get S1 cube plus 4S1 square plus S1 plus K equal to, sorry, plus K minus 26 equal to 0. So this is what exactly you are going to get. So all of you please verify the answer, or else if you don't want to verify, no problem. You just at least see this particular answer, all of you, or take down this particular answer. Let us see. So once you have taken that one, okay, so we will form the Rx array. So when you are forming the roots array, so you can see that the first coefficient, the highest power is S cube. So take S cube, S1 cube now, okay. So coefficient is 1. So skip 4, you will go for S1. So S1 coefficient is 1. So the first row it is 1, 1. See, in order to differentiate properly, so what I followed is you will put a line here. So once you put the line here, obviously there should not be any confusion. That is what exactly the concept here. Okay. So you also can make the line. Okay. Instead of only one vertical and one parallel line, I made it like a box type, so that then there will be no confusion. Okay. Like after that, in the S1 square value, the coefficient is 4 we have taken, and next if you take it, K minus 26 that we have taken. So these two rows have been written based on the equation. So you can also see that one. Can you able to write this one, all of you? So all of you, I request all of you to follow this particular method. So once you have taken this one, okay, you can go for the next thing. The next thing is what you need to do the cross multiplication, that is 4 into 1 minus, okay, 4 into 1 minus 1 into k minus 26. So you will get the answer like 30 minus k divided by 4. And after that, here in this particular blank, it will be blank only. You will not get anything. And when you perform the cross multiplication between these 4 cells, you will get this particular k minus 26 out of it. So have you got this particular answer, all of you? So after this one, okay, after this one, I can say that the question has been asked like to find the shift vertically, and so that the complex roots they are given. So once you know that once the complex roots are coming, that means what system is marginally stable. So in the understanding of marginally stable, so the first element, okay, in any one of the row must be equal to 0. So there we can do this one if k equal to 30. Okay, if k equal to 30, so we can obtain this particular thing. Just all of you cross verify this answer, solve it and verify and tell me. Have you completed all students? Did you get the same answer? So you can see that if k equal to 30, then auxiliary equation you can able to form, that is 4s1 square plus k minus 26. Replace k equal to 30. So it gives the value like 4s1 square plus 4 equal to 0. So if you find out the value of s1, s1 will be equal to plus or minus j. So s1 is plus or minus j. Obviously, s will be equal to what? S1 minus 2. So s1 the value if we replace, it will be minus j. Sorry, plus or minus j minus 2. I can say that minus 2 plus or minus j. So just a little bit of things we need to do. That's all. Okay. So once you have done this one, I can take the next question. Take the last question for today. Write down all of you. Write this particular question, all of you. A system oscillates with a frequency omega if it has poles at s equal to plus or minus j omega and no poles in the right of the s plane. Determine the value of k and alpha so that the system shown in the figure below oscillates at a frequency 2 radians per second. So somewhat extended numericals, all these things. So you can take this particular question. We'll discuss the answer. So once you taken the question, please tell me. Taken? So once you have taken this one, I will see the solution. So what is the first solution? Saying that we need to find out the characteristic equation first. So when you try to find the characteristic equation, you know that general form is what? 1 plus g of s into h of s will be equal to 1. So 1 plus g of s into h of s equal to 1. So replace the value of g of s into h of s. So you will get this particular answer, s cube plus alpha square plus 2k plus 2 plus k into s plus k plus 1 equal to 0. So this is the thing. So please write this one, all of you. So once you have taken this particular thing, okay, so I just show you the solution. So you need to form the particular table, okay. So in this particular table you can see that how this particular RH criteria has been made, and after that we have taken the auxiliary equation. So we found out what is the value of alpha and what is the value of k we are going to get. So this particular content I will be sharing to you. Okay. So now I think all of you are fed up. So we will